I'm Robert Wessels, and I'm running for governor in 2026.
I'm Dan Smeriglio, and I'm challenging Susan Collins and running for United States Senator in 2026. Voice of the People USA Radio and Television Network. So, as somebody who is running a true grassroots style campaign, the one person I heard about and the one person I heard about the first, when I started all of this was Robert Wessels. And then I come to find out he's a guy running for governor. And I've been a fan of yours since the first time I looked at your website, because I thought you were a real dude. And that's what I appreciate, a real person standing up for real people. And now, even though we've gone up and down the state, here we are. You happen to be in Madawaska. I'm joined by the one and the only, the person who should be and will be the next governor of Maine, Mr. Robert Wessels. Sir, honored to have you in our wonderful abode.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome to Tim Hortons in Madawaska.
Yes.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me. And I was like, hey, I'm going to be in town. Let's get together. And so, again, appreciate it. And it's been grassroots, right? So ultimately in 2023, I decided the state is absolutely going the wrong direction in almost every way, and somebody needs to do something. I said, I have the skills and talents. I don't have the experience in the political world, 4 years as a selectman, but it's kind of different going door to door in the town of Paris versus going all the way across the state. So decided I need extra time, and so I launched my campaign in 2023 to the fanfare of all 7 Twitter followers I had. By the way, like 5 of them were family, and just hoofed it. I've done hundreds of meetings all across the state. This is my 3rd time up here in the county, a couple times in Fort Kent, and just all over, meeting thousands of people, and it's been absolutely amazing. And if nothing else, it's been a thrill to just see Mainers all the way across the state, have tons of conversations about what's going on, and encourage them and bringing change. I know I'm taking a little long on this, but I think the most exciting part to me about this whole campaign has been, again, I've been doing it for a year and a half, and there's a dramatic change in the last year and a half, and from the moment I started till now, a very positive change, a hope, right? We're having conversations that nobody would talk about when I first started. People are out and they're talking about the truth. Not nearly enough yet, but we are making a ton of progress over the last year and a half. And good news is, have another year and a half. So we just need to keep waking people up, letting them say what they say the truth, and encouraging them to talk to their friends, neighbors, their family, and coworkers. We're winning. We got to keep going.
That's awesome. And obviously, it's really cool to actually get to meet you in person, which is great. But I believe in what you're doing, and I love the fact that we got to talk. We've corresponded back and forth, over the months, but getting to talk the other night and then getting to meet here in person. Next time, I'm going to go down by your area. I owe you.
Right.
I'll wear a tie that day,
Come on down south.
Down south. But, as you said, it's important to show the people they have a voice, to show them they have a place in this body politic, because we are the power. And I respect the fact that you put so much time in, and I think it's, when I see people say, well, Wessels, and they say it about me all the time, but I'm a different case. This isn't about me. When they say that, well, you don't have the millions of dollars behind you, you don't have the machine behind you. The only machine that you need is what God's put in your heart and your soul, belief in the Lord and belief in the people and the power of the people behind you, and knowing that you're doing it for the right reasons. And I think that is so important. It's inspiring. And for me, it's an inspiration. And I'm honored to be here with you. And actually, to host, I'm not hosting you, the Top of Maine trade show thingy is hosting him. No, but it's an honor to be with you today, but also to get to know you. And I look forward to hopefully doing some stuff with you, because, hey, I'm in a completely different race here, and it's a little bit unique, but my core thing is, for the people who think that I'm too blunt, too explicit, to everything else, which I am. I don't make any excuses. I pull no punches, but what I do it for is essentially the same thing you're doing it for. It's about to wake people up to the truth and to say that, you have children. All I have is my wife, but I have a genuine love for the people of this state, a love for what God has given us, and the fact that we need to fight for our future, not in the future, but now. It starts now. So this is why we have to be loud, we have to be bold, we have to be, whatever we need to be at the time, because it's about saving this state and ultimately saving this country. So all I want to say in closing is I'm happy you're doing what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing. And I look forward to doing many other things with you.
Can I say something? I want to jump
Absolutely.
in. You talked about funding, right? You talked about the big, having this big bankroll person, group, elite funding, and yeah, people come to you and go, oh, well, you don't have any big money behind you. You're right, I don't.
Yep.
And to me, that's a qualification,
Yes.
right? And so you're right, I don't. And at the same time, by the way, if I have 5,000 people who follow me and they all give $10 each, I don't need millions of dollars. But absolutely, everybody giving a small amount, and then I'm beholden to people for $10.
Yes.
Right. And so there's nobody there that I'm beholden to, and I wouldn't be anyway. But the reality is, I don't want big money. I just want everybody, that I'm doing it for.
Yeah.
So.
Amen. No, and I think that's great. That's what I always say. You know what it comes down to? It takes money, it takes a fancy title, it takes connections, it takes this, it takes that. You know what it takes? To be of age, a heart, belief, right? Passion, dedication, perseverance. But I know, at least with my situation, of a certain age, a United States citizen, no felonies. Doesn't say you need to be a millionaire, right? What it says is you need to be those three things, constitutionally speaking, nothing else. And when we are not funded by the corporations and we're not owned by the machine, they can't control us. We work for the people. Bottom line, beholden to nobody. And when people say it can't be done, I call BS, because it can be done as long as you're willing to fight for it. So both of us have gotten the same treatment in the mainstream media, or literally the mainstream media, if you will. And does it affect you? Are you disheartened when you're not getting covered by the main wire, getting covered by this, covered by that? Does it really matter?
I went into it expecting that.
Yeah.
Right. I was slightly surprised by some of the more conservative streams, but I went into it expecting that. So no, I'm not surprised. Challenged, yes. Right. Like this whole thing, I look at it and say, oh, all right, we got to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And it just riles me up and challenges me to go harder and go further.
Good for you. And that's what it comes down to. That's why we started our own media company years ago. That's why we are the media now. And yeah, the Soros media did a story on me, and they were more friendly than the Heritage Foundation funded friends who don't want to talk about certain people like me because I pose a threat to their establishment. Good. I want to pose a threat to the establishment. That's what it's about. We don't need the mainstream media. We need the people. We need the belief for people to believe in themselves and to believe that there are other ones fighting for them. I don't want the money. I don't want the position. He is doing it for a purpose. I'm doing it for a purpose. That's what it comes down to. It's about destroying the establishment, breaking the status quo, and giving power back to the people. And if the media doesn't want to cover that, who cares? We are the media now. We don't need them.
Love it.
Let's go.
Amen.
Yes.
God bless
And
you,
then
brother.
one last